Hello everyone, this is Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology, and I'm here with you live today. It's not a Tuesday or a Friday, and I realize for some of you that follow me, I had originally said I would go live on Wednesday. However, the retiring products list for both the mini catalog and the annual catalog, they just came out yesterday afternoon, and the lists are pretty comprehensive. I think that's the best way to put it. And there are a few questions that we as demonstrators had for Stampin' Up! That needed some clarification. And so that is why I am live with you today. So I have combed through the retiring products list. I have combed through each page of the catalog, and I have truly marked everything so that I feel I can give you the best idea of what is retiring, what some of the most awesome sale prices are. A lot of things are marked up to 60% off. And so I guess this is going to be probably a little bit lengthy because, like I said, the lists are comprehensive. I'm going to start with the mini catalog, and then if my phone battery holds up, I'll check on our timing, and then we'll move into the annual catalog. So I am planning to do both here in the same video. So if you'd like to join me and follow along, grab yourself a beverage because it might be a while. Grab your catalogs, grab a couple of highlighters and a pen. I like to use two different colors, like a red or pink or orange here. This is going to be my retiring list. That's what I've marked everything retiring here with this highlighter. And then I'm using the blue one for things that are carrying over. And then I have a pen here because I have marked all of the discounts and the sale prices. Okay, so go ahead and grab those things. So just a heads up, like I said, the lists are pretty comprehensive. As many of you probably know, there is a color change taking place this year. Stampin' Up! Is shaking things up. They will be bringing in 4 brand new, never seen before colors, and they will be returning 7 previous in colors from the past years. So I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be great. Make sure you are following and subscribe to my newsletter as well. There's a link there in the comments because I will be sending out some information later today along with photos of the new colors and things to help you get a better visual so you can see the colors that are retiring in one grouping as well as the things that are coming in. So let's go ahead and get started because, like I said, this is going to be pretty in-depth, and we're going to go page by page here. So we're going to start with our mini and just jump right in here to pages 8 and 9. All right, we are going to start here. This is the Country Floral Lane collection. All right, so it's safe to say all of the collections as a whole are retiring. All right, when we move on to the individual products here, and feel free to jump on, say hello if you're here. Hi, Edith. Yes, you caught me live right at the beginning. All right, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you, thank you. All right, so Country Floral Lane collection. I am pleasantly surprised that the Country Bouquet stamp set and the punch will be carrying over. However, the bundle pricing, all right, that 10% discount that you get by purchasing them together, the bundle pricing is going away. And good to know that the Heart Punch is back in stock. So if you missed out on that in February and even earlier this month, it is back in stock. The Real Red and Burlap Ribbon combo also carrying over, as well as the pastel adhesive back sequence. So all good news there. What is retiring is the gingham and the Floral Lane Designer Series paper. Okay, so this next page just shows, yes, so the bundle is retiring, but the individual items themselves are carrying over. So if you want the bundle discount, get that before the end of April. Okay, page 11, the Love for You stamp set and dies are also carrying over, but same thing here. None of the bundle pricing in the mini or the annual, anything carrying over, the bundle pricing is all going away when the catalog ends. So, all right, so carrying over, but if you want bundle pricing, hop on that. I was surprised by this, but Share a Milkshake is also carrying over. Same deal. If you want the discount, get that before the catalog ends. Otherwise, those items will be available a la carte in the next annual catalog. All right, we do have a discount up here at the opaque adhesive back gems. Those are 20% off for $6.40. We are also saying goodbye to Love Cats. This was a really cute set. We got a lot of mileage out of that this year. All right, Fancy Flora collection. Again, the whole collection itself is retiring. However, both the two-tone Flora and the Something Fancy, the stamps and the dies will all be carrying over. Again, losing the bundle pricing, but the items will be a la carte in the next catalog. The fine shimmer paper. Again, this is kind of like glitter paper, but it's not, the little flakes aren't as, the flecks of glitter aren't as big. It's a shimmer. It's really pretty. This is 20% off. It's gonna be $8. The iridescent pastels and the pool party ribbon are both carrying over. And of course, we are saying goodbye to the Fancy Flora Designer Series paper. Okay, so again, the next couple pages just marked. You can get the items individually, but the bundle is retiring. Love that Lighting the Way bundle. The bundle being discontinued. However, the stamp set and the dies will carry over, which is great because I have not had a chance to use those yet. And I think they're super cute. One thing to note is that currently the stamp set is being offered in both the red rubber cling mount as well as photopolymer. Photopolymers are the ones that you can truly see all the way through. The cling is the red rubber on the foam. Okay, so Stampin' Up! Is going to discontinue the cling, the red rubber with the foam. If you prefer the red rubber stamps, then you might want to get this bundle before the catalog ends. Okay, otherwise it will only be offered in photopolymer going forward. Okay, we are saying goodbye to the Spring Blessings stamp set. This will be offered at a 10% discount for $18. We are also losing the Dragonfly trinkets, and there's no sale on that, and I absolutely love these little Dragonfly trinkets. So I will be stocking up. I am placing an order tomorrow here at the end of the month to make sure I can get a few packages of Dragonfly trinkets. All right, so if you didn't catch that if I didn't say it at the beginning, the discounted prices go into effect next Tuesday, April 4th at 3 a.m. Mountain Time. Okay, so that's Tuesday, April 4th, 3 a.m. Mountain Time. That's 5 a.m. Eastern Time. So whatever time zone you're in, the sale prices go into effect next Tuesday. However, all of the items are while supplies last. So if there is an item or items that you really want to make sure you get before it's gone for good, I suggest you order that here during the month of March. All right. The discount prices are absolutely amazing and tempting. However, you also take the risk that if you wait until Tuesday, that items could actually be sold out before they even have the chance to go on sale. All right, that is the case. I actually have our demo inventory list pulled up, and so I will plan to give you guys a little bit of a heads up of items that are already on low inventory. Okay, so here we are in the mini on page 21, the Fragrant Flowers collection. The whole works is retiring. The bundle, the stamp set is offered 10% off for $20.70, and the dies are 40% off, or will be 40% off for $18.60. So the better deal here is to order them separately, because you could get both the stamp and the dies. That's going to be a total of $39.30. So you're going to save almost $10 by ordering this item separately. Okay. Then we have, I love this collection, By the Bay here. So the whole collection retiring. However, several items will be carrying over, including the Seaside Bay stamp set, the Seaside Bay dies. The bundle pricing is being discontinued. All right, we're also carrying over the Balmy Blue variegated ribbon, the flat adhesive backed pearls. But unfortunately, the designer series paper will be retiring, and this is going to be offered at 20% off for $12. Page 24, the perfectly detailed large background stamp is carrying over. Okay, page 25. Here we have one of the questionable items we are waiting for clarification from Stampin' Up! Because the Nested Friends stamp set and dies, they've told us the bundle pricing is being discontinued, but the stamp set and dies are not on any list. So it is quite possible that they may be put into the online exclusives collection. All right, Stampin' Up! Is trying some new things with that. It just made its debut here during the month of March, and so we're waiting to see how they proceed with that. But currently, right now, don't really have an answer on the Nested Friends stamp set and dies. Okay. Page 26, we have the Queen Bee. The bundle is retiring. The dies are being offered 60% off. I told you, amazing deal, 60% off for $12.80. However, it appears that the Queen Bee, which is one of the $1 Million Achiever stamp sets, it seems to be that the stamp set might live on in the online store as part of the online exclusives for a period of time. Again, waiting a little bit of clarification on that from Stampin' Up! But if you like the stamp set, then go ahead and get the dies now, all right? So that you can get them at that amazing price. Again, 60% off for $12.80. That's incredible. Okay, the Silly Goose stamp set will be carrying over, but similar to the Lighting of the Way, the Lightning Bug set, the cling mount, the red rubber on foam cling mount option is being discontinued. So if you like the red rubber more than the photopolymer, then go ahead and get your Silly Goose set now. Okay, page 28, we have a couple of background stamps. The hand-drawn dots will be 60% off for $7.60, and the layered stripes will be 20% off for $15.20. Sea Turtle is carrying over, which is another good one because I love all things beachy and I have not had a chance to use that yet. Regency Park Suite Collection. Again, the collection as a whole is retiring. However, both the Petal Park and the Sentimental Park, the stamp sets, the punch, and the dies will be carrying over a la carte into the next catalog. Bundle pricing is being discontinued. The textured shimmer paper, as well as the cane weave embossing folder and the Night of Navy bordered ribbon will all be carrying over. So yay for that. The adhesive back Milky Dots, these have already sold out. Okay, just cross them right off your list. And then the Regency Park Designer Series paper will also be retiring. Okay, so again, this just shows each item's a la carte. It's the bundle pricing that is retiring. On the Farm, I'm sad to see this one go. The whole bundle is all retiring. The dies will be offered 60% off for $12.80. So you could get both the stamp set and the dies by ordering them individually for a total of $37.80, which is a significant savings. Okay, so this is one of those, but act fast because those dies are going to go quick. All right, around the bend, similar option to lighting the way in Silly Goose. The cling mount, the red rubber on foam cling mount option is being discontinued. All right, the bundle pricing is being discontinued, but the photopolymer stamp set and the dies are carrying over. Okay. Hi Bonnie, hi Diana. How are you guys doing? All right, we're about halfway through this catalog. Hi Wendy, yes, surprise, surprise, I'm here on a Thursday afternoon. All right, this is one of those mega savings items I was gonna point out, page 36. The Marigold Moments bundle. Whole thing is retiring. Both the stamp set and the dies, I don't know if you guys can see that there, both are being, I'm gonna move this a little bit forward because I'm sitting in my chair and I'm giving myself a stiff neck. Stretching out of my ergonomic position here. All right, both the stamp set and the dies are being offered 60% off. So the stamp set will be $9.60 and the dies will be $13.20. So that makes it a total of $22.80. That's $30 off. This is definitely one that would be worth snagging on the 4th. If you can get your order in quick. Okay, we are also retiring Covered in Sunshine. And the enamel dot essentials hidden up here on the corner, those are going to be 30% off for $5.60. Those come in Night of Navy, Crumb Cake, and Basic White. Okay, Way to Grow on page 38. The stamp set is going to be 40% off for $13.80. Page 39, Conversation Bundles. Again, some significant discounts here. The stamp set is going to be 60% off for $9.60, and the dies will be 20% off for $22.40. So again, that's a combined total of $31.80 if you purchase the items individually on April 4th. Okay, here we go with the Friendly Gnomes. Currently, the gnome dies are available in the online store. You can see it says web here, online store. I'm gonna circle that with a retiring as well, because those are currently while supplies last. All right, and the spring gnomes set to go with that is also retiring. So if you love the gnomes, if you had the winter collection and the spring was on your list, snag those. Again, all of the gnomes are retiring. Page 41 with the clover. Many of you found out the hard way. The clover punch sold out almost immediately. Stampin' Up! Is not bringing it back. So both the bundle and the punch just X'd them right out. However, you can still get the clover stamp set, but that will be retiring. Okay. Here we have Delicate Desert, the Sweet Collection retiring. We're saying goodbye to all of these items. So the Desert Details bundle, the gold faceted sequins, these are going to be 20% off for $6.40. The Pale Papaya Velvet Trim will be 20% off for $7.20. Again, we're losing, I believe, so this is another one that didn't quite have clarification yet. I believe it's retiring because I did not see it in the new catalog PDF, but again, waiting a little clarification on that. The Designer Series paper is going to be 30% off for $8.40. So again, this contains a couple of the retiring in colors. It has Pale Papaya and Soft Succulent there, so sad to see those go. Okay, again, when it comes to, I should mark that up here too. Definitely purchase, if you're interested in this bundle, get the stamps and the dies separately because the dies will be 60% off for $13.60. So that would be a total of $37.60 versus $52. Okay. All right, page 45, Kind and Sincere is retiring. I love how large the font is on that. If you like a font or a sentiment there that takes up a good portion of the card front, I really like those. This is going to be 40% off for $15.60. And the Like an Animal Designer Series paper will be 30% off for $10.50. All right, page 46, Ballet Beauty, 10% off for $19.80. However, the Vellum Basics, good news, that will be carrying over. Okay. Decorative Borders stamp set will be retiring, 20% off for $18.40. Okay. Good news here on the next couple of pages, Taco Fiesta will be carrying over. Sweet Citrus will be carrying over. However, the bundle pricing on the stamps, dies and embossing folder, the bundle pricing is being discontinued. Hi, Polly. Hello, hello. Yeah, so for those of you who are demonstrators, you may have noticed the lists are pretty lengthy. And so I hope you guys enjoy just doing a page by page tour. This is, to me, so much easier. Since I already combed through all that tiny fine print, you guys can just follow along and enjoy your cup of something and, and have your wish list here ready to go so you can get your orders ready. Okay, so Rain or Shine, the Sweet Collection will be retiring. However, good news, the stamps and the dies will be carrying over individually. Again, bundle pricing is being discontinued. The Raindrops folder as well as the Loose Daisy embellishments will also be carrying over. But I do recommend making sure you get some of this Rain or Shine specialty paper now, because my favorite way to use it is to use the dies directly on the paper and cut out the images from the Designer Series paper. So make sure you have enough paper to get all your use out of that. All right, good news here. For those of you who like the Bunny Punch, the Bunny stamp set as well as the punch will be carrying over into the next catalog. Right now, the Bunny Punch is out of stock. It is expected to return mid-May. I believe it's like May 15th or 17th. Let me check my list here to clarify for you. Okay, May 15th is when it's expected to be in stock. All right, it will not be available though at the combined bundle price. I do have a special going on right now. I do have a handful of bunny punches to go with my class offering. Again, you can check out the details on that. We're in my YouTube Tuesday video. That was YouTube Tuesday, session 143. All right, also make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter because I'll be sending out a reminder details about that. But those class kits are ready to go and will be shipping out tomorrow if you would like one. It includes the Bunny Punch, and I have some of those available. So just message me, I'll send you the details. Okay, page 53 here, Happy Labels, as well as the Pick-a-Punch will be carrying over. Again, similar scenario. This is one set they had offered in both the cling mount and the photopolymer, but again, doing away with the red rubber cling mount option. And again, bundle pricing retiring. Okay, page 54, Rejoice in Him is retiring. The Dainty Delights bundle, I love this and so glad to see this. This will be carrying over the stamp set and the dies individually. Bundle pricing is retiring. Page 56, Occasionally Funny, will be 40% off for $15. All right, the ginkgo branch. I love this. This is actually one of the first bundles I ordered because I love the sentiments. I love that it has a sympathy, a friend, sending hope and peace, and a thinking of you. And the dies are absolutely beautiful. These will both be 60% off. Stamp set will be $9.20. The dies will be $14.40. So that will be, you can get both the stamp and the dies for $23.60. That is less, that's crazy. 60% off. That's incredible. Yeah, so make sure you're gonna wanna hop on that. Okay. Enjoy the Journey collection. Again, collection is retiring. All right, unfortunately, these are not carrying over. Everything here is retiring. The Greatest Journey dies are being offered at 20% off for $28. So that would be $51. You would save $1 if you bought the stamps and the dies individually. Okay, the enamel stickers, they're gonna be 30% off for $5.95, and the designer series paper will be 20% off for $9.60. Page 60 here, we have Beautiful Thistle, and I'm bummed that this is retiring because I plan to use this to record some scrapbook pages, record some memories of our upcoming trip to Scotland in May prior to taking the Stampin' Up! Cruise from Southampton, England to Norway. And the thistle is the flower of Scotland. And so I have to see what I can do because I wanted to offer a special class on that. But anyways, go ahead and grab those because they're also going to be 60% off. Stamp set discounted down to $8.80. Dies discounted down to $11.20. So you can get the entire bundle for $20 versus $45. But again, that's a steal of a deal. $20 for the entire bundle. All right, page 61, both Watercolor World and the Alphabet Alamo dies will be carrying over. On page 62, Best Family Ever will be carrying over. However, the Loveliest Layers decorative masks will be 30% off for $7.35. We have another mega discount here on page 63 with the Brushed Bouquet. Again, if you purchase the stamp set and the dies individually, they are both being offered 60% off. The stamp set will be $7.60. The dies will be $12.80. So that is a total of, what, $20.40. Okay, pretty amazing deal there. What's neat about these, which is hard to see, but the dies both cut and emboss. All right, so the dies do some texturizing as well, which is really kind of neat. It's the first time I've seen Stampin' Up! Offer something quite like that, so I'm surprised that those did not carry over. Okay, mega deal. Hi, Lori. Yes, the sale prices take effect on Tuesday, April 4th at 3 a.m. Mountain Time, 5 a.m. Eastern Time. I truly recommend, if you are not planning to submit an order here before the end of the month, if you are waiting for the discounted prices, make sure you have your lists together ahead of time and be ready to go. I'm honestly saying be ready to go at 5 a.m. on Tuesday, okay? Because things are going, with Stampin' Up! Discounting so many items at 60% off, things are going to fly off the shelf. All right, so that's the nice thing. They've given us this list with a few days ahead of time so that we can kind of wrap our minds around it. All right, we can make our lists. We can take out a loan if necessary. I was looking at this, I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna need a super loan here in order to, no, there's so many fabulous things. But yes, the sale prices do take effect on Tuesday. Okay. All right, so I love this stamp set. Again, I'm surprised by this. This one goes so nicely with the Enjoy the Journey collection. But Picturesque is being offered 50% off for $9.50. All right, Lori has another good question here. If you add items to your shopping cart now, they will not price adjust on Tuesday. Okay, so you can use the shopping cart. Now, the online store, the customer side of things, the online store might be a little bit different. If you log into your, as a customer, if you log into your account and add items, that might work. But on the demo side of things, at least, you will need to start a brand new order on Tuesday. So that's why I'm saying get your paper list. You can open a demonstrator order and kind of plug things in to help make your list, but you are going to need to open a new order on Tuesday in order for those discount prices to be reflected. Okay, I know that's a pain in the butt, but good questions. All right, the framed florets. I'm shocked. I love this, and these framed dies are absolutely amazing. I got so much use out of that. Made so many beautiful cards. The dies themselves will be offered 60% off for $14.80. So again, purchase the stamps and the dies individually, and you could get them for a total of $37.80 versus the $54. Okay. Okay, so with the welcome home, again, this is one of those kind of mystery items. The stamp set was designed by one of Stampin' Up's $1 Million Achievers. So I have an R next to it, retired, but this, I believe the stamp set itself might live on in the online exclusives collection of the online store for a little bit. However, the bundle is being discontinued, and the dies will be 60% off for $13.20. So again, if you want the stamps, or I mean, if you want the dies to go with the stamps, make sure you get those quickly, okay? Then again, that's so you could get the bundle. You could get both items purchased individually for $36.20. Okay. Good news is the small blending brushes, as well as this new little storage, will be, and even the large blending brushes, all the blending, everything's are carrying over. That's good news. The Best Day stamp set is being discontinued. Ready to Ride. Again, Sweet Collection is retiring. However, the stamp set and the dies will carry over individually. It's the bundle pricing that is going away. You know what? I'm not sure about this metal plate embossing folder. Let me check on that. I did not see that on the list. That could be one of those mystery items. Okay, this is carrying over. I'm looking at the PDF of the new catalog as well. Okay, so good news. So the metal plate embossing folder is carrying over with the dies and the stamp set. However, the studs, the adhesive backed studs, will be 20% off for $7.60, and the designer series paper. This is a specialty designer series paper. It's hard to see in the picture here, but each of the pages has some glossy accents, like a metallic gloss, so that the nuts and bolts and the tools and the tread marks and all of that stuff has that fun texture to it, which is really cool. So that's 20% off for $12. Okay, page 70 on the ocean. I'm excited for this. The stamps and the dies will be carrying over but it's the bundle pricing that is being discontinued. The baker's twine here, that's in the annual catalog, that's also carrying over. The Beside Me stamp set will be carrying over. Okay. The Enjoy the Rhythm stamp set will be carrying over. The Picture This dies, though, those will be retiring. Let me check my annual catalog, because we'll be doing that next. All right, so the Picture This dies, I'm gonna write this in here. That's why I've got my pen handy. The dies here will be 20% off. That's gonna make them $27.20. Okay, that's the Picture This dies that made all those neat little circles. Okay. Then we have the Capture the Moments Memories and More collection. Both the Memories and More cards pack as well as the cards and envelopes, each 20% off for $8 each. Okay. And then I've made a note here at the back of the catalog. These are items that have carried over from the July to December fall winter holiday mini catalog. All right, and all of these items listed here will be in the new catalog, as well as a few additional extras. The Cottage Wreath stamp set and dies have carried over. Regal Reindeer stamp set and dies carried over. The Silver Threaded Twine, the Gold and Vanilla Satin Edged Ribbon, the Real Red and Garden Green Ribbon Combo Pack, the Balmy Blue White Double Stitched Ribbon, that was with the gnomes, all right. The Festive Pearls, the Embossing Editions Toolkit, that's the tool, the powder container along with the embossing buddy and the little brush, okay. The Brightest Glow stamp set and dies, the Celebrate Tags stamp set, the Snow Crystal background stamp. All right, so these items are all carrying over, so that'll be fun to see them again. All right, so again, this is just the bundles here. Everything, all the bundles together are retiring, but individual items as marked will be carrying over. Just wanted to jump ahead. Okay, marked everything there. And again, the host reward items, these are items you can choose if your order is over $150. Both of these options will be retiring as well. Okay, we did it. So 37 minutes here and we have covered our mini catalog. All right, if you guys have any questions on that, please let me know. I'm going to move right in to the annual catalog. Again, grab a refill on your cuppa. Grab some caffeine, whatever you need here. Gonna take a drink. It's Diet Coke. And jump into the annual catalog. First few pages here are all kind of fluff. So we're gonna start on pages 12 and 13 with the Tea Boutique collection. Again, collections are retiring as a whole. Get your pens ready. Okay, when it comes to the Tea Boutique, yes, everything on the last chance list, if it's on the list, it is retiring. Yes, that is correct, Polly. Everything that is on those lists that Stampin' Up! Has put out is retiring. Yes. And again, make sure you guys are subscribed to my newsletter because a demo friend of mine has reformatted the Stampin' Up! List to remove the French items and make the font bigger. So I have a large print version. It's a little, it's not large, but it is larger print than what is than what Stampin' Up! Has provided, and I will be emailing that out in my newsletter. Okay, so but again, this is the easiest thing to do is just go page by page. That's so much easier than combing through all that fine print, which I gladly did for you. Okay, so the Tea Boutique, the Designer Series paper is going to be 30% off for $8.40. The cards and envelopes will be 60% off for $4. And the dies will be 50% off for $13.50. So again, best deal is to purchase the stamps and the dies individually. You could get that for $36.50 versus $45. Okay. Page 14, Sending Smiles. The stamps and dies are carrying over. However, the bundle pricing is going away. Same for Pansy Patch. All right, that's why I've circled these in blue. Blue means carrying over. The orange, got my red marker died on me, so I need to get a new one. So we're doing red, doing orange for retired and blue for carrying over. That's my coded system here. Okay, so Pansy Patch, stamps and dies carrying over. The bundle pricing is being discontinued. Okay, same thing here with Bottled Happiness. The stamps and the punch are carrying over, but the bundle pricing is being discontinued, as well as the effervescent elements. Those are those little clear beads. Those are being 30% off for $5.25. Okay, and the shaker domes are carrying over to go with that so that you can make some cool 3D cards here. But if you want the effervescent elements to fill them with, grab those. Okay, Pretty Pop-Up dies are retiring, and those are actually already, they're unavailable. So I actually think they're sold out, and they just, Stampin' Up! Hasn't updated their store yet. All right, but if you check, those are already discontinued. Okay, I'm gonna just put an X through that because they're not available anymore. The Celebrating You stamp set is retiring. This is one of my favorites because it has all occasions. It's got some nice generic things like lots of love or you're in my mind and heart. It's got baby. It's got a thank you and anniversary. It's got all of your occasions. So this is a great stamp set. All right, glad to see that the Good Feelings stamp set is carrying over, as well as the cherries and the punch. But again, the bundle pricing is being discontinued. Also, the Peekaboo treat bags, I'm shocked by this because these were so popular this past year. So fun to fill with little chocolates and different things. The Peekaboo treat bags are being discontinued, and each pack contains an assortment of both the crumb cake and the white. Okay. All right, page 20. Nothing's Better Than. The stamp set and the dies are being discontinued. The dies, which are on page 172, all right, the dies will be 40% off for $18. Okay, so that means you could get the stamps and the coordinating dies. You could get them both for a total of $40 if you bought them individually. Here we have the Daffodil Daydream being discontinued. Again, this set has coordinating dies on page 170. The dies will be 60% off for $15.20. So again, you can get the stamps and the dies together for $38.20. Okay, so I made sure I went in and put the dies that were coordinating with each page here. I find that helpful to know, oh yeah, this was previously a bundle, carried over, it's no longer at the bundle pricing, but if you like that, make sure you snag the dies at 60% off as well. All right, fun little stamp set, Breaking News will be 20% off for $17.60. Page 22, I'm sad about this one because I loved the Friends Are Like Seashells, all the elements here. So this is another super mega deal. If you do not already have this, you need to put this on your list. All right, so there's the stamp set, there's coordinating dies, and then there is a coordinating 3D embossing folder. All right, so there's actually 3 elements to this collection, and they're all 60% off. Okay, So if you're marking things down, the embossing folder, which you can see on page 177, 60% off. It's just $3.60. $3.60. The stamp set, 60% off for $13.60. The embossing folder, 60% off. And again, that's on page 177. That's the same at the top. I wrote it down here too. $3.60. All right. Love that. Okay. Paradise Palms. The stamp set is being discontinued. The dies are on page 172. Those will be 60% off for $14. All right. And then up here at the top, the Texture Chic Memories and More cards and envelopes that are shown here, these will be 40% off for $6. Okay. The Lovely in Linen collection. Again, collection is retiring. When it comes to Lovely in Linen, the designer series paper will be 60% off for $4.80. The Quatrefoil embossing folder is actually carrying over. The stamp set and the bundle are retiring. However, the lasting label punch that makes this shape, the punch by itself is carrying over. All right, did you get that? So paper's retiring, stamp set's retiring, but the embossing folder and the punch will be carrying over. All right, page 26. All right, glad to see, of course, paper trimmers carrying over. The designer tags, that is one of those questionable items I'm waiting for clarification on. However, go-to greetings, that's good news. That's my go-to set. That is carrying over. On page 27, mini pocket envelope dies, another item in question. I do not have an answer on that yet as to whether that will live in the online store or if it's being retired for good. But Flowering Tulips is retiring. The dies that go with that, you can see them on page 175, and those will be 60% off for $14. Okay, you guys still with me? Page 28, Amazing Year is retiring. Page 29, we have all of the poppies, okay? So the Painted Poppies stamp set is retiring. And the dies that go with that, oops, okay, don't wanna, okay, are you guys still with me? Let me know. That's what happened. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb and somebody called in the middle of this. Okay, let me know if you're still here. I think we're good. I hate to be this far in and have it blip on me. All right, so we're talking about poppies here. Okay, thank you, Polly. You're still here. Oh, phew. I need another drink. If I didn't have so much going on today, I think I'd put a little something extra in that drink, but guess I'll have to wait till tonight. All right, so the Painted Poppies is retiring. The coordinating dies on page 172 will be 60% off for $14. The stamp set, the words here, I love these sentiments. I especially loved this one, The Deepest Sympathy, and the Thinking of You with All My Heart. I liked this quirky little font. This Peaceful Moment stamp set is retiring, as well as the dies that went with that. Okay, those are on page 173. All four items here, both stamp sets and both sets of dies, all originally came out as part of the Painted Poppies collection. They're all being discontinued. And the Poppy Moments dies will also be 60% off for $14.80. Okay. All right. Moving on to page 30 and 31. Okay, so good news. Ladybug is sticking around as well as the punch. Sweet Songbirds will be carrying over as well as the punch, but the bundle pricing on that is being discontinued. You can see here they used the Fancy Frames dies. Those will be 50% off for $17. All right, and then here's even a picture of the picture of this dies. Those are also being discontinued. Oh yeah, here's the other fancy frame die. They had those really neat. That one has the leafy and this one has the scroll work. It's a set of 2. All right, again, half price for $17. Okay. Page 32, the Days to Remember calendar set will be carrying over, but we are saying goodbye to Simply Succulents. Here's another mega deal for you. This stamp set is being discontinued, 60% off, $8.80. You cannot beat that for a beautiful stamp set. The dies that coordinate with that are on page 173, and those dies will also be 60% off for $15.60. So we're looking at a total of $24.40 for the entire bundle. Crazy. Oh, good, Laura, you're still there too. All right, good to know. Thank you. All right, on page 33, we have the framed occasions. The stamp set here, as seen, will be 30% off for $12.60. There is a coordinating set of dies that cuts out these white shapes here. That will be 20% off for $23.20. And then they do show up here the Twigs and Sprigs, this large die as well as the embossing folder. It's one of those 3D things. It's really cool where the die actually fits in the embossing folder. That whole works. This is 20% off for $28. You can see how they've cut and embossed some of those neat Twigs and Sprigs items there. Okay, page 34. A Little Cheesy is retiring. I am sad to see Celebrate Sunflowers. This is the most gorgeous sunflower set. This is retiring. The coordinating dies are on page 175. Those will be 30% off for $23.10. Now they are coming out. There is a new set of like daisy themed items, a whole collection actually in the new catalog. But if you're a sunflower lover, then this is a must-have stamps and dies because I've never seen anything comparable to it. All right, Cheerful Basket, another really sweet one. Unfortunately, this is retiring and the dies will be 30% off for $23.80. Okay. All right, moving on to the Butterfly Kisses collection, retiring. Here we go. The Butterfly Kisses Designer Series paper will be 20% off for $9.60. The cute little enamel flowers here, 50% off for $4. All right, discontinuing the bundle and the dies. So again, you'll want to get the stamps and the dies separately. The dies will be 50% off for $15.50. So you could get both items for $37.50 versus, so you'll save $10. Okay. All right, glad to see page 38, Charming Sentiments. The stamp set and the dies will both be carrying over. It is the 10% discount bundle pricing that is going away. On page 39, we have shown here at the top the Delicate Edges dies. Those will be 60% off for $12. All right, includes the leaf and the little edging here, and I believe there's a couple other pieces in that set as well. All right, Art Gallery will be retiring. Here's another mega bundle, 60% off. All right, the stamp set, 60% off for $8.80. And the coordinating dies found on page 171, 60% off for $13.60. Okay, so that's going to be $22.40 for both the stamps and the dies. Can't beat that. Okay, page 40, the Dots and Spots die cut plate carrying over. Biggest Wish stamp set carrying over. However, we're saying goodbye to Sunny Splash and Simply Fabulous. I really love those. I did so many cards on that. Make sure you check through some of my earlier videos because I have so many cards made with Sunny Splash. That little vintage suit, they're just so cute. Okay, moving into the all occasions section here, page 42. Peaceful Deer is retiring. The coordinating deer punch, which is on page 154, that will be 40% off for $11.40. Okay. And the Fabulous Frames dies sold or shown here, 40% off for $18.60. And these treat bags, they're white and you can see they've used blends to add color to them. Those will be 20% off for $6. On page 43 here, Trimming the Tree stamp set. This one is 20% off for $14.40. All right, page 44, hidden up here on the left, the pine cone dies, the dies themselves are carrying over. However, Christmas season stamp set is retiring. And the seasonal labels dies that coordinated with that, those have already sold out. Okay, so if you enjoy this, you can still get the stamp set, but the dies are gone. All right, same thing here, page 45. The stamp set is retiring, but the dies, it was the same set of dies that worked with both stamp sets, and those dies have already sold out. The Cracker Box Treat Box dies, though, those will be carrying over. Okay, how are we doing so far? We are almost an hour in. All right, we are Happy Forest Friends here. This collection is retiring. All right, I'm thinking there's not a lot of stock left on this because there are no discounts on the Designer Series paper. The ribbon combo pack has Old Olive and I believe it's Sahara Sand. You get both spools together and it's 60% off for $3.20. It's adorable stamp set. This bundle is being discontinued. The dies, this is a snag, okay? The dies will be 60% off for $12. So you could get both items for $36. But then make sure you get some of the paper too, because the dies work to die cut the images from the Designer Series paper. Okay. All right, page 48, Stitchery is being retired. The Elephant Parade is being retired. The dies for the elephants will be 60% off for $10. So you could get both the stamp set and the dies for $32, which is a $10 savings. Okay, page 49, up here at the top, we have the brushstroke specialty paper. That will be half price for $2.50. And then Pure Magic here is also retiring. Page 50, thank goodness Stylish Shapes are sticking around. Those are currently out of stock until April 17th, but those are my #1 go-to dies, so thankful that they will be carrying over. We are saying goodbye to Nuts About Squirrels, as well as Glad We're Friends. It's the first guinea pig stamp I've ever seen. And A Grand Kid, another fabulous sentiment set. All right, really enjoy that one. Then on to pages 52 and 53. The By My Side set will be carrying over, but the sentiments, the Oh My Family, will be retiring. It's going to be 20% off for $16.80. On page 53, the decorative circle punch that's shown here, that's carrying over. However, Whale Done is retiring. On the coordinating whale punch, the punch is going to be 50% off for $9.50. The punch punches out this whale here. You can see that on page 154. Okay. All right, page 54 here, all host items retiring, party puffins retiring, even our cute little peekaboo farm animals are retiring. That includes the piggies. All right, piggy set, 60% off, okay? This is gonna be 60% off for $9.20. And then I'm gonna check the online store here, but in the online store, on the, I believe it's the clearance rack. All right, so not the online exclusives collection, but the clearance section. There are still the playful piggy dies are still on the clearance rack. I'm gonna write playful piggy dies. All right, that's number 160254. If you're interested in those dies, they're on clearance for $12.40. All right, because if you're gonna get the stamps, then you might as well get the dies that go with them. Okay, both 60% off there. Okay, Abigail Rose collection, again, collection retiring. There's a few different discounts. The designer series paper will be 10% off for $10.80. The linen, it's a wide ribbon here, half price for $4.25. Okay, bundle pricing going away, and the dies themselves will be offered 30% off for $23.80. So again, if you did the stamps and dies separately, that would be $48.80. So you're gonna save a little over $4 versus the bundle pricing. Page 58, the geraniums. This one kind of had some really nice sentiments in it. The dies here will be 60% off for $13.60. So that means you could get both items for $36.60 versus $51. Okay, good deal there. Eden's Garden, if you didn't already get that during celebration or when it was offered previously, this is another mega deal, 60% off. The stamp set here will be $9.20, and the coordinating dies on page 171 will be $14. So you could get both items for $23.20. Get both the stamps and the dies for the price of the stamps by themselves. That's crazy. Okay, page 60. All right, so we're about a third of the way through. Happy Hedgehogs and the Hedgehog Punch will be carrying over. Big Hooray is retiring. That's going to be 40% off for $10.80. The sequin dies, you can see little samples here. Those will be 60% off for $9.20. And this super cute little Count on Me stamp set is also retiring. Okay. Moving on to page 62, we have a sample up here of one of the Enchanting Details dies. Those are on page 171. Those will be 60% off for $13.20. Okay. The craft note cards and envelopes are carrying over, but this stamp set, Reasons to Smile, this is going to be 40% off for $14.40. Lovely You is retiring. The Plentiful Plants are retiring, and the coordinating dies are 60% off for $12.80. Okay, so you get the stamp set and the dies, that'd be $33.80. That's a really good price for that bundle. Okay, Stronger Together is retiring, as well as the Stepping Stones Sentiment Set. On page 65, the Artisan dies, so one of them is shown here. Those will be 60% off for $13.60. The Fresh Cut Flowers stamp set is being offered at 60% off for $8.80. This too has a coordinating die set that's on the clearance rack called the Fresh Cut Stems dies. Okay, that's number 160251. Those are also 60, at least 60% off. They were originally $34. Now they're marked down to $13.60. Okay, so 21, 22.40. So you get the entire bundle, stamps and dies, for the price of stamp set alone. Yeah. Okay. All right, A Wash in Beauty. The colors on this are so beautiful. All right, this is being discontinued. The Designer Series paper will be 10% off for $10.80. Thankfully, the iridescent pearls will carry over, but the stamps and dies are going away. The dies will be 60% off for $16.80. Okay, so you could get the bundle, you could get each item separately for a total of $40.80. So you're gonna save almost $20 off of the original price. Love that. And if Mary Merlot, if that's one of the, I actually love this color, but Mary Merlot is one of our colors that is being discontinued. A polished pink isn't in color, and that is being discontinued, so sad to see those go. Page 68, Quiet Meadow will be carrying over, but Nature's Harvest is retiring. And here's another 60% off. That seems to be the theme with this sale. The Nature's Harvest dies will be 60% off for $15.20. On page 69, we have shown here a few samples of the Pretty Prints Designer Series paper. You can see all of them on page 133. They will be 30% off for $8.40. And the Threw It Together stamp set is also retiring. Page 70, the Olive Branch stamp set will be 20% off for $17.60. The Fish and a Wish stamp set and punch and the bundle, those are being discontinued, and I believe that, let me check, because the punch is on low inventory. Okay, so if that is an item that is on your list, it is not being discounted, so not being put on sale, but it is on low inventory. So that might be something you'd want to get and not wait until the 4th. Okay, Hope and a Prayer stamp set will be carrying over, as will the Rose Gold specialty paper up here way at the top. All right, mega discount on Amazing Silhouettes stamp set here, 60% off for $8.80, and the dies on page 169 that go with it, also 60% off for $10.80. All right, so for a total of $19.60, you can get both the stamps and the dies. Also, just continuing the Flowers of Friendship stamp set, and I forgot to cross post that, but the flower punch, Flowers and Leaves punch that goes with that is going to be 40% off, and the punch is going to be $11.40. Okay, so if you like that set, you need the punch to go with it. The Forever Fern stamp set, discontinuing the dies, and this, you need the dies for this because they're beautiful. The dies will be half price for $18. Okay, here we go, page 74. The Beautiful Shapes dies, we referenced those earlier. Those will be, they make those hexagon shape. Those will be 20% off for $23.20. The Honeybee Home stamp set is discontinuing, as well as the dies in the bundle. The dies will be offered for $11.20. So you could get both the stamps and the dies for $33.20 versus $45. Same here on page 75, mega deal if you don't already have this. This is super popular in the 2022 fall catalog. Blessings from Home, the stamp set, 60% off for an even $10. This is a beautiful set. And the coordinating dies, also 60% off, $12.80. So you could get stamps and the dies for $22.80. Whew. That's one of my favorites. All right, page 76, both the Perfectly Penciled Designer Series paper and the Speedy Recovery stamp set are retiring, as are Full of Love and Inspired Thoughts. Okay, everything on pages 76 and 77 is retiring. He's the Man Sweet Collection is retiring. However, these items were popular, and the stamp set and the dies will be carrying over, but the bundle pricing will be going away. The Designer Series paper is also retiring, and that is not discounted. Okay. On page 80, Campology is retiring. The Let's Set Sail stamp set and the bundle are retiring. The stamp set is being offered 10% off for $15.30. However, this is a strange one. The punch by itself, the punch is carrying over. So honestly, if you like the stamps and the punch, right, page 151. So the punch by itself is $19. So honestly, I don't know why they discounted this stamp set, because the bundle pricing is still the better deal on that one. Okay, so we just worked that out. If you don't like the stamp set, then don't worry about it. You can still get the punch, but if you want the bundle, in this case, do the bundle pricing. Okay, page 81, Wildlife Wonder will be carrying over. I feel like my camera's like slouching a little bit. Let's move that up just a little bit here. Okay, up here at the top, I honestly feel like these should have been with the He's the Man collection, but the Rugged Icon dies, there's the beard and the guitar, there's a fishing pole and these neat little mountain scene. The Rugged Icon dies will be 60% off for $11.60. Whiskey Business is retiring, as well as Tech Support. However, Brood for You is carrying over, but the bundle pricing is being discontinued. All right, here is a mega steal, the Better Days stamp set. Again, I have several, I believe a couple of project videos using this. 60% off for $6.80. You can't beat that. A stamp set for $6.80. Love it. Okay, Grassy Grove is carrying over, but again, if you want the bundle pricing, get that now. Adventurous Journey is retiring. The Bamboo Beauty is retiring, and I'm shocked by this. The split card texture dies, those were so popular that for a good part of the catalog, they were out of stock, and they are being retired. I'm shocked by that. Vintage Tools also retiring. But good news is Wild and Sweet, if you love the animals, Wild and Sweet is carrying over. And I'll give you a little sneak peek. There's actually an additional set of 3 with some additional animals to coordinate with this. I'm excited about that. There's a giraffe, and I think there's a sloth. And I forget what the third one is, but yeah, I'm excited. There's a coordinating set to come with that. On page 88, Oceanfront is carrying over. However, Heron Habitat is not. And like I said, some items will sell out before the sale even starts. The Heron Habitat dies are already sold out, which means the bundle is sold out. So the only thing available here is the stamp set. Treasured Kindness also retiring. Sun Prince collection retiring. That includes the Designer Series paper. The Fern embossing folder, however, the Fern folder is carrying over. The stamp set and the dies will be carrying over, but the bundle pricing is going away. But if you like this, the Sun Prints paper also coordinates with the Pretty Prints paper. So the Sun Prints are all shades of blue and gray, and the Pretty Prints have the Evergreen and the Calypso and the Blackberry Bliss. So additional colors to go with them. Okay, page 92, Wisteria Wishes, the stamp set and dies bundle. Whole thing was retiring. This is one of those, the dies, they're saying they'll be offered 20% off for $28. However, if you like this bundle, I would suggest not waiting on this one because the Wisteria dies have been on low inventory for a little while. So I have a feeling the dies will sell out before they get a chance to go on sale. So in this case, just go ahead and get the bundle while it's still available. Okay, page 93, Botanical Layers. The stamp set will be carrying over, but the bundle will be retiring. And this was an interesting bundle. The bundle is the stamp set and the Lovely Layers vellum pack. And so it's the vellum pack that is, I believe, that's one of those other items I'm looking for clarification. I did not see the vellum pack listed on the list, so I'm not sure if that will live in the online store or if it truly is being discontinued. Okay, page 94. Here we have Waterfall Canyon. All right, this stamp set is going to be offered 60% off for $8.80. This one also has a coordinating set of dies currently on the clearance rack. These are the Waterfall dies, number 160252. And these dies are on clearance for $14.80. Okay, so again, it would be $23.60 if you got both the stamps and the dies. And you can see the dies in the online store under the clearance section. Okay, on page 95, we've got a few items. The layering diorama dies that make these cool like pond shapes, those are retiring, 30% off for $20.30. The Mountain Air stamp set is retiring. The dies are on page 172. Those will be 60% off for $14.40. And we've got Jar of Flowers down here at the bottom. This is retiring. The coordinating jar punch, which is on page 154, the jar punch will be half price for $9.50. And then this set does include, you've got some sunflowers and roses and tulips and flowers and things here. It's really pretty. And I believe there's even another stamp set that went with this or coordinated with it, that was in the clearance rack, and it might still be there. Let me kind of scroll through quickly. Let's see, it's not the first two pages. Let me see here. It is, okay, it's called Four Season Floral. It is on the third page of the clearance rack, and that stamp set, again, it coordinates with this. Four Season Floral is on clearance for $9.80. So I'm gonna write that in here too. Okay, Four Season Floral. That one, if you want a quick reference for that, that one has a poinsettia. Another, it's similar to this, but it's just the larger flower. It's got a daisy and a couple little sentiments for you, thank you. It's got a birthday. That set is number 152801, and that is $9.80 in the clearance rack. Okay. All right, page 96, the Texture Chic Memories and More. You can see them right here a little bit. Those will be 40% off for $6. Garden Bird Houses is retiring. Ranunculus Romance is retiring. And the coordinating dies on page 173 will be 60% off for $12.80. Thankfully, color and contour is carrying over, as well as the scalloped contour dies. All right, love those scalloped contour dies. All right, here's Texture Chic, page 98. Again, Sweet Collection is retiring. Designer Series paper is retiring. The brushed gold paper, which has been so popular, thankfully that is carrying over. But that has been so popular, it has been on and off unavailable, because every time it comes into stock, it sells out again. And that actually is currently on the low inventory list already again. Okay, the stamp set is carrying over. The dies will be carrying over, but the bundle pricing is being discontinued. Page 100, we have the Into the Clouds embossing folder. You guys can see it here a little bit on the project samples. It really is a neat folder. I'm shocked at that, but it's going to be 60% off for $3.40. Pairs so nicely with the Lighthouse Point stamps and dies. This is going to be discontinued. The dies will be 50% off for $17, but that's, again, if they make it that far, because the dies are already on low inventory. All right, so if this is on your list, you are taking a risk if you wait until the 4th, but again, be ready 5 a.m. Eastern time on the 4th. On page 101, up here at the top, you can see some of the 2022 to 2024 glimmer paper. It's 12 by 12 sheets, and I think you get 2 of each color, and that is 40% off. Actually, no, it's a 6 by 6 stack. That's why you actually get a few different sheets of it. But it's 60% off for $4.80. Waves of Inspiration is carrying over, but the bundle pricing is being discontinued. Okay, page 102, Shaded Summer is being discontinued, and the coordinating summer shadow dies from page 175 will be 60% off for $13.60. Watercolor Shapes is being discontinued. The embossed treat bags that you see here, those will be 20% off for $6. You can see a few of the brushed shapes dies here. That die set will be 40% off for $15. Okay, you can see a little bit the summer shadow dies used on this floral card here. The Pretty Birds is retiring. The dies will be 60% off for $13.20. But again, they don't have too many of those because the bird dies are already on low inventory. Okay, so if they make it to Tuesday, they will be 60% off, but that's an if. Okay, page 104, Beauty of Friendship retiring. Dragonfly Garden is retiring. However, the Dragonfly Punch, all right, it's a 2-for punch. You get the small and the large dragonfly. The punch is carrying over. We have Artistically Inked. This stamp set is carrying over, as well as the artistic dies. Page 106, we have the Elegant Eucalyptus embossing folders. That's a 2-pack. Those are carrying over, but the Wildflower Path stamp set is being discontinued. On page 107, Eclectic Garden. This stamp set, I believe this was for our South Pacific market, where they have these types of plants and birds. That will be 60% off for $9.20. The hand-penned petals stamp set is retiring. The coordinating dies from page 173. The dies will be 60% off for $12. On page 108 and 9, I think this was my favorite collection in this whole catalog. This was Hues of Happiness. So beautiful. It's retiring. This paper is currently it's unorderable. I think it's out of stock already. Let me see if they have moved it to the official out of stock list, unless it came back in today. I'm going to check the online store real quick just to be sure. 158822. All right, so that paper here is already sold out, so sorry about that. The stamp set is retiring, and the dies will be 60% off for $12.80. Okay, and double checking the inventory status report on all of that, and it was on the unorderable list earlier, and I think they have moved it to sold out. Okay. All right, page 110. We have the Willow Tree stamp set and dies. These are both retiring, and there is no discount on this. These dies are on low inventory already. If you are interested in the Willow Tree bundle, I showcased this, I believe it was a week or two ago, and made some pretty cards, and this is already low inventory, so don't wait on that one. Okay, page 111, the Painted Posies embossing folder, which you can catch a glimpse of, that's carrying over. However, Hydrangea Haven is being discontinued. This is a great deal. The stamp set itself will be half price for $13, and the coordinating dies from page 171 will be 60% off for $12.80. So you can get both the stamps and the dies for $25.80, which is less than the price of the stamp set itself. Love that one too. Okay, we have a couple of carryovers that includes In the Moment and Places in the Heart, as well as the Cascading Ruffles embossing folder, but Graceful Tiles will be leaving. All right, page 114, Uniquely Artistic. This stamp set will be 30% off for $12.60. The Hello Beautiful set, it's 60% off for $7.20. And then we've already mentioned the Beautiful Shapes dies from page 169, but those dies will also be 20% off for $23.20. So I'm going to write that on here. So the dies, 20% off for $23.20. I like having both my stamps and my dies listed, because nothing like ordering one and not realizing that there were dies to go with it or something, and then kicking yourself later. So okay, page 115, the Today is the Day Memories and More Cards pack is shown. Those will be 60% off for $4. The Alpha Best stamp set on the Punch will be carrying over, but the bundle pricing is going away. All right, so a couple more pages of stamps and we're done with stamps. Okay, we have Ray of Light carrying over. However, Butterfly Brilliance, okay, this one is retiring, and the dies that go with that, all right, the dies cut out all of those individual butterflies, 60% off for $17.60. Pretty Medallion is retiring. I actually happen to have a card made with that. Isn't that beautiful? Love that background stamp. That is retiring. All right, Knit Together also retiring, and Stacked Stone. However, Timeless Tiles will carry over, Space Die carry over, and that's it. Bouquet of Thanks, Hideaway, Dry Brush, and Daisy Garden all carrying over. And while we're here, I will mention up here at the top the Stamparatus, which works so nicely for these large background stamps. Stampin' Up! Has made the difficult decision to discontinue the Stamparatus. Apparently, there have been some ongoing legal issues with another stamp positioning company, and Stampin' Up! Has decided not to fight it anymore, and they are discontinuing the Stamparatus. So really, really sad to see that go. I was actually on the team of demonstrators that helped to design and test the Stamparatus before it came to market, so I have a personal investment in that. I will be keeping mine. I love it. Works fabulous. So if you don't already have one, make sure you get one now before they're gone. Okay, page 118, we have Heavenly Hollyhocks. Stamp set and dies being discontinued. The dies will be 60% off for $14.80. On page 119, we have this limited edition stamp set. This one works great. It has the Stampin' Up! Copyright on it. So if you make and sell cards using Stampin' Up! Stamps, then you do need to have your Stampin' Up! Copyright on the back of anything that you sell. All right. So I'm surprised this is going. There is another little set that's coming in that has a copyright stamp in it, but this one, I really liked having the different options. Okay, so that does it for stamps. We're moving into color. And as you can see, I've got a lot of marks here on my catalog because we're having a color revamp, so things are changing. All right, so we already knew our retiring 21 to 2023 colors would be going out. But surprise, surprise, Fresh Freesia, that really pretty pale purpley pink, is staying. So we're losing Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, Evening Evergreen, and Soft Succulent. Okay, and there are going to be a few discounts. But like I said, before they have discounts if they make it that long. Right now, the Pale Papaya ink refill is already gone, so it didn't even make it to the sale. Okay, so if they last, because like I said, things are on low inventory already. I'm checking on Polished Pink here because that has been on the low inventory list too. So both the stamp pad, Polished Pink stamp pad, and ink refill are on low inventory, along with the Pale Papaya stamp pad too. Okay, so any of these cardstock, paper, ink, those are things you might not want to wait till Tuesday, all right, because they're already selling out. So, okay, here we'll go through what might happen if they stay in long enough. So the Polished Pink stamp pad will be 20% off. The ink refill would be 20% off, but like I said, I think they're going to go out of stock before that. And the Blends combo pack will be 40% off. The Pale Papaya stamp pad might be 30% off. Again, it's already on low inventory. The ink refill is sold out, and the combo blends will be 40% off. No discounts on Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. The Soft Succulent blends have already sold out as well. Okay, so changes in the Brights collection. We are losing Mango Melody. All right, so the stamp pad and the ink refill will be going to 20% off. We're losing Bermuda Bay, and the ink refill will be 20% off. Also losing Pacific Point. The stamp pad will be 10% off, and the ink refill will be 20% off. I had a little confusion with Gorgeous Grape, but it turns out Gorgeous Grape is moving over from Brights to Regals and taking the place of Rich Razzleberry. So we'll just move across the page here. Start at the top. Mary Merlot is going, as is Soft Suede and Sahara Sand. The Sahara Sand ink refill will be 20% off. For the Regals collection, things are changing around. Pumpkin Pie is moving down here to the brights and must be taking the place of Mango Melody. Blackberry Bliss is moving up here to the neutrals. And the Rich Razzleberry is being retired. So Rich Razzleberry, the ink refill, will be 20% off. All right, some pretty significant changes to the Subtles collection. We are getting rid of, I say getting rid of Blushing Bride because I was never a big fan of that color. I'm glad to see it go. We will be getting a really pretty pale pink, a true pale pink, not this dirty brownish pink, okay? We're getting a pretty pale pink. So Blushing Bride is going. The stamp pad and the ink refill will both be 20% off. So Saffron is retiring. We're getting another pale yellow, a really pale yellow. So the So Saffron stamp pad will be 30% off. The ink refill and the Stampin' blends will each be 20% off. Okay, I guess I wanted to get rid of Soft Seafoam, but that one is actually sticking around. I made a boo-boo there. We are losing Pear Pizzazz. Pear Pizzazz, the cardstock. Apparently they have a little overstock of this cardstock. The cardstock will be 20% off. The stamp pad will be 30% off. And the ink refill will be 20% off. Also losing Mint Macaron. The stamp pad will be 20% off, as well as the ink refill, and the blends will be 40% off. And then down here at the bottom, there's a little note. The basic black Stampin' Write marker will be 30% off. The markers themselves are being reconfigured to change up the fine point on there. Looks like they are replacing that with a point that's a little bit bolder and will hopefully write a little bit better. So this current basic black marker will be 30% off, but we're getting a new one. Okay, that's how that stands. All right, storage is staying. All right, so again, lots of circles here when it comes to the assortment. Because all of the color collections are affected by the changes, then all of the combo assortments are also being discontinued. So just mark everything here on this page. All right, there are a couple of sale items. The neutrals, the neutrals 12 by 12. There it is. The neutrals 12 by 12 assortment will be 10% off for $11.70. The Regals 12 by 12. So if you're a scrapbooker, these are some great deals here. Or if you like making 3D projects where you need the larger cardstock. All right, the Regals 12 by 12 will be 20% off for $10.40, and the Subtles 12 by 12 assortment will be 20% off for $10.40. And like I said, markers are being changed and reconfigured. So the Stampin' Write markers, as they stand right now, will be discounted and discontinued. The Brights collection is 30% off for $21. Neutrals also 30% off for $21. The Regals will be 10% off for $27. And the Subtles will be 50% off for $15. Now, because of the marker reconfiguration, the 2022 to 2024 in colors are also being reconfigured. So this is a steal. This is actually a really good deal right here to get those 2022 to 2024 markers. Okay, they're going to be 40% off for $9. And then, of course, the in colors that are leaving this year, 40% off for $9. All right, so that means because of all these marker changes and the fine point tip, that the Many Marvelous markers, that's being retired. They are going to reconfigure the soft pastels assortment to move out any of the retired colors. So basically, I think the only thing they're really going to reconfigure is the Mango Melody. So this is a great deal, 60% off for $360. All right, and then when it comes to the watercolor pencils, assortment number 1, that had the Bermuda Bay, and it also had Pacific Point and Rich Raspberry. So there's 3 colors in assortment 1 that are retiring. So those are being offered 30% off for $11.20. And then a new catalog will have an updated set with all current colors. Okay? No changes. Well, I don't want to say no changes. So no discontinuing on adhesives. There will be a little bit of a price increase on some items. For example, mini glue dots will be going up 50 cents. That's just one that I looked at. I think dimensionals are going up 50 cents or so here and there. So you'll see a few different changes taking place. So again, some of these basics, great to stock up on now, even the colors that are carrying over. Get your cardstock and things because you will be saving. All right. Pages 128 and 129, thankfully all of our tools and embossings and things like that, that's all staying. Okay, so we're just gonna go right here to Designer Series paper. We've already mentioned these when we discussed the suite collections. Abigail Rose will be 10% off for $10.80. Butterfly Kisses will be 20% off for $9.60. All retiring. Okay. No discounts on Happy Forest Friend, He's the Man, or Hues of Happiness. And like I said, I believe Hues of Happiness is already sold out. Page 133, Lovely in Linen will be 60% off for $4.80. Perfectly Penciled, retiring. Pretty Prints, all right, this is gonna be 30% off for $8.40. This goes with the Nature Prints, but you have the Calypso Coral, you have Bermuda Bay, Evening Evergreen, and the Blackberry Bliss in there. It's really pretty. All right, so here we go. This is the quarterly Sun Prints. We have Nature Prints and Sun Prints, both retiring. Tea Boutique, 30% off for $8.40. Texture Chic retiring. The paper stacks, Stampin' Up! Is redoing the paper stacks. They're gonna come up with different prints. They're not gonna be floral and gingham and polka dots anymore. The patterns are changing to, let me see here, I'm scrolling through the PDF online here. So the new paper stacks will be a larger polka dot, a bolder stripe, and there will be a heart pattern. All right, so if you like the small floral and the gingham and things, you'll like these. The 2022 to 24 colors, which are shown here, the Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet, the Tahitian, Starry Sky, and Orchid. That's gonna be 60% off for $4.80. The other in color one there, being discontinued as well, but not discounted. All right, I'm checking. So the 2021 to 2023, I believe, is already sold out. All right, as is, I think Sun Prints is also gone, as I'm checking the list right now. Like I said, some of these things are not going to make it until Tuesday the 4th. So if there's something you really want, get it now, or you risk not getting it at all. Okay, so when it comes to the core collection paper stacks here, the Brights will be 10% off for $10.80. That is already on low inventory. The Neutrals will be 30% off for $8.40. The Regals being discontinued. The Subtles have already sold out. Okay, and of course, Host Rewards items discontinued. The Memories and More collection, we talked about the Texture Chic. Both the Memories and More card pack as well as the cards and envelopes will be 40% off. $6 for the card pack, $7.20 for the cards and envelopes. Then the Today is the Day Memories and More, 60% off for $4. If you see the black album on the list, don't worry about that. I don't know if they're just repackaging it, but it will be in the next catalog. No pricing, no difference. All right, I think it's just a packaging thing. Page 137, cards and envelopes. The Tea Boutique cards and envelopes, 60% off for $4. The Slimline envelopes, right, that's the money card size. Those will be 10% off for $9. Okay, some changes here to specialty papers on page 139. As we mentioned before, the In Color Glimmer paper, that's a 6x6 stack, 60% off for $4.80. The Brush Stroke specialty paper, you get 3, okay, so you get 3 single-sided sheets, one of each of 3 colors. So you get 3 sheets of paper here. They're 12 by 12. I do have some. It's thinner. It's almost, it has like a swirly pattern on it, and it reminds me of 80s wallpaper. That's the way I describe that. That's 50% off for $2.50. The Gold and Rose Gold 6x6 glitter, metallic glitter stack here, 30% off for $3.50. The Brushed Metallic Combo, that's the copper, the gold, and the bronze. This will be 40% off for $9. I don't know what is happening with silver foil because I do not see that in the new catalog. However, that is usually an item that they pull in seasonally for like the holiday catalog and things. Hopefully I'm not interrupted by another call here. So I'm looking through the specialties. I do not see the silver foil listed in the next catalog. So again, this is one of those items I need clarification. I don't know if it will be in the online store or if it might be brought back in the holiday catalog. But either way, the silver foil will not be in the next catalog. When it comes to the foil sheets, the gold is carrying over, but the copper pack, just the individual copper sheets by themselves, those will be 10% off for $4.50. Then the vellum layering designs, they have like the map patterns on them. That pack is 50% off for $5. The pearlescent specialty paper, this came out a year ago, last spring, with the crane. It's glossy white with a pearlized finish to it. It's actually quite pretty. It's 20% off for $3.20. The craft sheets, so it's thicker. It's the kind of paper that like the boxes are made out of. It's a 6x6 stack. That's 20% off for $4.80. This linen specialty paper, it's like literally a linen, like the fabric, 50% off for $3. And then here again we have the Lovely Layers vellum. The bundle is being discontinued. The stamp set that goes with it is carrying over. Oh, I need to mark that off. So the vellum itself, 50% off for $3. So I need to make my mark there on page 93 to go with that. So the vellum would be 50% off for $3. Okay, so that's page 93 is where that's found again. Okay. All right, wrap it up here. I do not know what's happening with the shimmery white cardstock yet. That is not in the new catalog, and it's not on the retiring list, so I don't know what's happening. A few other items going. The scalloped craft treat boxes, those will be 60% off for $4. The craft gift boxes will be 30% off for $7. Again, the Peekaboo treat bags, that's a combo of both the craft and the white. You get 5 of each, being discontinued. The embossed treat bags, you can add color to them with your blends and things. 20% off for $6. And the Delicate Details treat boxes, 50% off for $5.75. All right, so Stampin' Up, I guess, is revamping our embellishment collection as well as our ribbons. These really took a hit. So we have the In Color Matte Dots. This is item number 1, 50% off for $4. Item number 2 is the Sequin Assortments. Those are 50% off for $7.50. Item number 3 is the Fun Flower Resin Shapes, 50% off for $4. Okay, so lots of stamps and dies at 60% off, lots of embellishments at 50% off. Lots of marks here. Okay, number 1, Sprig Trinkets. These go really well with that nature prints, sun prints, pretty prints, all of those. These are half price for $4. Flower Trinkets, 40% off for $5.40. Number 4 is the In Color Opal Rounds, 20% off for $6.80. The Red Rhinestones, 10% off for $6.30. And then down here to the Champagne Rhinestones, number 8. Champagne Rhinestones, 10% off for $5.40. Column number 3, item 9, the Basic Pearls. This one, I have no idea why they're getting rid of these. I'm shocked by this. These are 50% off for $3. The Opal Rounds are 50% off for $3.75. The Elegant Faceted Gems are 60% off for $3. And the Solid Faceted Gems are 30% off for $5.60. Page 143. The Matte Black Dots, number 2, are 40% off for $4.20. Honestly, I don't use black dots that often, but they did go really well with the ladybugs when you want to put little black spots on the ladybug wings. So if you're a ladybug fan, the stamp set and the punch are carrying over. You might consider getting a pack or 2 of these black dots to go with the ladybugs. We're almost done here. Hubby's just getting home from work and he's gonna want some dinner. So we have the Sparkle and Shine Sequins Assortments, 50% off for $3.50. The Loose Flower Flourishes, 60% off for $3. Here are the Effervescent Elements. These go with the bottle punch there. 30% off for $5.25. The Pastel Pearls, these came out when the Hydrangea bundle was introduced. Pastel Pearls, 50% off for $3.25. The Faux Sea Glass Shapes, on sale 50% off for $4. And that's it, that's embellishments. Now we're gonna move on to ribbon on page 145. The Early Espresso Faux Suede Trim, 40% off for $3.90. Pool Party Sheer Ribbon, 30% off for $4.20. The Rose Gold and White Striped Ribbon, 30% off for $5.60. The Old Olive and Sahara Sand Combo Pack, 60% off for $3.20. The White Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon, Hubby's making a little bit of noise, sorry. 10% off for $6.75. The Metallic Mesh, 30% off for $5.60. Gray Granite here, 50% off for $3.50. Real Red Ruffled Ribbon, 50% off for $4. The Evening Evergreen check ribbon here, 60% off for three, what is that? I think $3 even. Yeah, $60, 60% off. Okay, 40% off the petal pink. That's the, this has like a suede feel to it as well. It's $4.80. And one more page of ribbon here. The natural finish, 50% off for $4.25. Okay, do not know what's going on with the white organdy. I did not see that in the new catalog. But again, I do not see it listed on the retirement list. So this one, I'm not sure what's going on with that yet. The silver metallic edge cotton ribbon, 50% off for $4. Okay, so the baker's twine, this is carrying over. The soft succulent satin ribbon, 60% off for $3. All right, let's just go down here. White, the white frayed ribbon, 50% off for $3.75. The gold shimmer ribbon, 20% off for $5.60. All right, and then we've got multiple discounts here on the retiring in color ribbons. So polished pink, 60% off for $2.80. Pale papaya, also 60% off for $2.80. Evening evergreen, 30% off for $4.90. Soft succulent, 40% off for $4.20. And fresh freesia, 60% off for $2.80. Okay, page 147, we already talked a little bit about the Stamparatus. Unfortunately, Stampin' Up, due to legal issues, has decided to discontinue it. So it will be retiring. If you would like extra magnets for your Stamparatus, they come in a set of 2. The magnets will be half price for $6. As well as the deluxe foam mat. That is the thicker mat that I do recommend using when you're using the photopolymer stamps, because the photopolymer don't have that foam cushion like the cling mat do. So that's what the foam mat is for. That's half price for $3. So these items are all being discontinued, all the Stamparatus items and accessories. If perchance they do not sell out during the retiring period, Stampin' Up will put them in the online store until they're gone. But I don't know how long they could sell out quickly. They could carry on for a little bit longer. Not really sure on that, but okay. So no changes here to blocks or anything that I'm aware of. Okay, just reviewing here, page 151, punches, the fish and that bundle gone. All right, whereas Alpha Best, the stamp set punch carrying over, bundle pricing gone. Vintage bottle stamp punch carrying over, bundle pricing gone. Sailboat stamp set and bundle gone, but the punch is carrying over. Again, a lovely and lasting stamp set and bundle retiring, punch is carrying over. The cherries, both stamp set and punch carrying over, but the bundle pricing is gone. Same with songbirds, stamp set and punch carrying over, but the bundle pricing is gone. The lovely labels Pick-a-Punch, that's the bottom set here. It's the single punch, but it's got the 2 entry points, so you can kind of do a 6-in-1. It's 40% off for $14.40. Punches are taking a hit here. The medium daisy punch, 40% off for $10.20. Excuse me, the heart punch pack that includes the solid and the scalloped. It's a 2-pack, 50% off for $19. The rectangular postage stamp, 40% off for $11.40. Label Me Fancy, 40% off for $11.40. Flowers and Leaves, 40% off for $11.40. Label Me Lovely, 30% off for $13.30. And Starlet, 20% off for $15.20. Okay, a few more on the next page. Evergreen Border, 40% off for $14.40. Jar Punch, 50% off for $9.50. Same with the Essential Tag, 50% off $9.50. Whale Punch, also 50% off $9.50. And the Tulip Builder Punch, 50% off $9.50. The Deer Punch is 40% off for $11.40. Okay. No changes here. The Cotton Emboss machine with the die bundle combos here, each of these combos is being discontinued. I'm gonna just skip over this since we've already discussed all of bundles as we went through them. Okay. Just for time's sake here. Page 169, because some of these dies, like I said, they were separate from the bundles or were never sold in a bundle to begin with. Amazing Thanks, 60% off for $10.80. Artisan Editions, 60% off for $13.60. Beautiful Shapes, 20% off for $23.20. Brilliant Wings, 60% off for $17.60. Brushed Shapes, 40% off for $15. Daffodil Dies, 60% off for $15.20. The Delicate Edges, 60% off for $12. Do not know what's going on with the designer tags yet. The Eden Dies, 60% off for $14. Enchanting Details, 60% off for $13.20. Fabulous Frames, 40% off for $18.60. Fancy Frames, 50% off for $17. Floral Gallery, 60% off for $13.60. Forever Flourishing, 50% off for $18. And Hydrangea down here at the bottom, 60% off for $12.80. All right, the layering circles are being discontinued. I believe that is because they are bringing back some of the circle punches. And then again, we also have the Stylish Shapes dies, which include circles. I'm sad to see the layering diorama dies go though. Those were really neat. 30% off for $20.30. Love You More Than, 40% off for $18. Majestic Mountain, 60% off for $14.40. Again, do not know the status of the mini pocket die here. I don't know if it's retiring or becoming an online exclusive. Painted Labels, 60% off for $14. Palms, 60% off for $14. Penned Flowers, 60% off for $12. Perfect Plants, 60% off for $12.80. Picture This, 20% off for $27.20. Poppy Moments, 60% off for $14.80. Potted Succulents, 60% off for $15.60. Pretty Pillow Box, 40% off for $20.40. The Pretty Pop-Ups, I believe, have already sold out. The Ranunculus dies will be 60% off for $12. All right, Rugged Icon dies, 60% off for $11.60. The Seaside Seashells, 60% off for $13.60. Seasonal Labels already sold out. Sequin dies, 60% off for $9.20. Split Card Textures retiring. Stitched Greenery, 40% off for $19.20. Stitched Rectangles, and this blows my mind, but these are being discontinued, 30% off for $24.50. All right, again, Summer Shadows dies, 60% off for $13.60. And Gorgeous Sunflowers, 30% off for $23.10. The Twigs and Sprigs, this is a 2. You get both the dies and the 3D embossing folder. It's 20% off for $28. And the Tulip dies, 60% off for $14. All right, embossing folders here, 10% off brick and mortar for $9. 60% off the gingham folder for $3. Hive is retiring. 60% off in the clouds for $3.40. Let's Celebrate 2-pack is retiring. The Pretty Flowers is 20% off for $6. Seashells, 60% off for $3.60. Thanks and Hello 2-pack, 50% off for $4. And then again, we have the Twigs and Sprigs here, 20% off for $28. And then again, post items discontinued. That includes the Design a Daydream paper stack, the Garden Grandeur Sit, Stay, Relax, and Begin with a Dream stamp sets. These you can get with a $150 or more order as host rewards while supplies last. We did it. It took us 2 hours, but we did both the mini and the annual catalog. If you missed any of that, feel free to rewatch, go back to the beginning, pause, whatever you need to do, take some breaks while you get drinks and marked everything down. Again, this is a really big transition year, lots of items retiring, some really amazing discounts to be had, 60% off stamps and dies and so many other things. Again, if there's card stock and things and colors that you want to make sure you get those now, okay? Please do not wait until the 4th for some items that you really want, because they may not be available. As far as when it comes to the 4th, make your lists now and be ready to go first thing in the morning on Tuesday the 4th for the best shot at getting what you want at those discounted prices. Again, everything will be while supplies last. Hopefully things last long enough that everybody gets what they want, but be sure to act quick. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful for all of you. I know this was lengthy. Yes, I do need a hot drink. I've been sipping my Diet Coke here. Can you tell my mouth is getting dry? So thank you for all of you that stuck with me. Again, I find this so much helpful to just go page by page where I can visually see it. I can see the prices and things versus scrolling through all of those teeny tiny print. But nonetheless, I will be emailing out those lists if you like that too. Make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter. Hopefully getting that out either tonight or tomorrow. It'll be soon. All right, gives everybody plenty of time. It gives you the weekend to kind of digest, take inventory of what you have, what you might need, and be ready to go on Tuesday. So thank you all so much. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to give me that thumbs up, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you receive notification when my other videos post. I will be stamping with you as usual on Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern time. All right, take care everybody. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.